Oh, hello, ladies and gents. I thought I'd start off with a bit of rock. Why not? How's it all going? And then I was going to play the whole song, and then I was like, no, wait, I can't. There's copyright. God damn! How are we all doing? Anyway, I don't even know if you heard any of that, to be fair, but I thought it was great. Made myself laugh. FYI, I've got this cup which my production manager thought was hilarious. And admittedly, it is actually hilarious. So you think, oh, it's a fairly innocuous cup. You know, Big Dick's Coffee. It's a coffee brand, isn't it? What a dick. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So anyway, we're just hanging out. I've had an absolute nightmare of a day trying to sort out this stupid graphics card. Oh my God. So you guys know I've been saying for a really, really long time, and you see it, like you do actually see it. You'll see it on videos, you'll see it on live streams. The screen just dies, and you won't see the whole screen dying, but what you see is like I go from glowing to dark, glowing to dark. So I needed a new graphics card because it was dead. So I've not got what I wanted. I don't have anywhere near what I wanted at all, but I do have a new graphics card. So I fixed it. So I got the GeForce RTX 3060. It's not that great. Like, it's fine. I wanted the 3090. That's what I wanted. You just can't get. You can get them, but they're like three grand. So I picked this one up. It was pretty cheap. Still more expensive than what it should be, but it'll do for the time being. The whole point was I was like, I have to get this fixed. This has to be fixed now because it was getting worse and worse and worse. Oh, and worse. And I'd be there making a video and I'm like, I'm trying to read something here. Boom. And it would go out and I'm like, I've got to restart this video now. So it's just becoming a pain in the ass, basically. It was becoming something which was, I just couldn't live with it any longer. You just couldn't work with it or anything like that. So yeah, so got a new graphics card basically, but absolute pain trying to get it in and actually working. Put it in, screen didn't work at all. I was like, oh, good times, absolutely great, love it. And then managed to, unplug it, plug a new one back in, manually download some drivers, plug it back in. It still didn't work, mind you. Plug the old one back in again. This went on for hours. I've been doing it for hours, but it works now. So there we go. It works. I've got a new graphics card. So this isn't me trying to brag. Like, it's not an expensive one. It's not a top of the range one. It's a 3060. It's not that good. But I'm just letting you know that when a problem happens that affects the channel, I try to fix it as quickly as I can. So hopefully that, hopefully that sort of, assures you. But it looks good. It's all because I've gone for like a white computer. I think I could probably show you, to be fair. So it's all white look, except for like some other bits and pieces in there. So it's all glowy and white. I need to get some new RAM. You can get glowy white RGB RAM. So I want to get that as well. It's not just because I want new RAM. It's because, I can get faster RAM, basically. So that's the aim. Ben Nelson, what happened to Superman and Lois reviews? One went out this week, mate. Not sure. I'd assume you just haven't been notified of it or you haven't checked the channel. One went out on Wednesday, as it should, actually. Yeah, no, this week's one was great. Epic. I've got no plans to stop doing them. They're fantastic. I love them. But yeah, no, you probably just haven't been notified, my dude. Yeah, even with the notifications on, you probably won't get notified. You have to check the channel, which is a pain. Like, trust me, more of a pain for me than it is for you because, I can only do this for so long when people aren't being notified or watching videos. In terms of actually sitting here doing the channel, basically. Oh, what's this? Hey, Mr. H. First time here whilst the stream is actually live. With the hype around the Euros, got me wondering, are you into any sports, non-gym related? No, not really, mate, to be fair. I've entered into a strongman comp. That should be a good laugh. But that's gym related, isn't it, really? I used to play water polo, used to do swimming a lot. Obviously, water polo, swimming. Used to be a lifeguard, stuff like that. So, yeah, used to be pretty into swimming. But I'm not really into any sports. No, not really into any sports. But good question either way, man. Yeah, hate to break you, I'm definitely not into football, but more for you guys who are into football, of course. Have you heard about Emilia Clarke's new comic? Yeah, I have. I'm not doing videos on stuff like that anymore. I can't be bothered. I have made more than enough good content on everything else recently, and I haven't had to talk about any bollocks, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. I've been happy. I've been happy as Larry. I've been reviewing lots of things. I've been watching lots of things. I've been talking about lots of good stuff. I'm having a right old time recently. It's great. So yeah, I've heard about it. I mean, yeah, look, it sucks. Of course it does. Like it's absolutely baffling. But also, like let's just face it. Is it something that is unsurprising? Like it's not surprising, is it? It's really unsurprising that is something that would be happening, you know? It's to be expected. It's honestly to be expected. No film today, then, Mr. H. No, that was for Monday, dude. That wasn't for Friday. That wasn't for today. It was for Monday. You need to read my Twitter. You need to read my tweet again. Michelle O'Rourke. I have been resting today. My parents and boyfriend are making sure I don't stress myself out or do things to stress me and the baby out. Oh, that's good. 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 What can we do to get more Mr. Hate reviews? They do come when I watch when I watch a bad movie, that is a hate review, you know? They won't ever be titled that anymore though, because YouTube automatically shut them down when you like the weird wording in the titles, like hate and stuff like that, or you know, I hate this and this sucks and blah blah blah. YouTube's really particular about stuff like that, and they also got destroyed on copyright. So I won't be doing them again like that. But the same sort of tone and style and things like that is always going to be prevalent in any movie that I dislike. But it's quite rare that I will watch and review a movie that I dislike, because normally I watch movies that I want to watch because I think they're going to be good. And this is the thing, because everyone's always like, "Oh, you're so fucking negative," and it's like, well, if I go to my actual movie my actual movie reviews playlist, right, which has 204 videos in. First one, Wind River, that was fantastic. Second, so that's one good. Guardians of the Galaxy is good. I enjoyed Wonder Woman, that was good. I'm just reading them off one by one. The Mummy was bad, so that's one bad. Stephen King's was good. Kingsman 2, I thought was pretty decent. Blade Runner 2049, I thought was great. Hellraiser retrospective and Sinister was all good. Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 was all good. The Crow retrospective review was all good. Justice League was bad. So I've got over 10 good and only 2 bad at the moment. The Void was great. I didn't hate Thor Ragnarok. I can't remember what I thought about that, but I don't know whether I hated it or not. But so we'll knock that one off either. John Carpenter's The Thing was great. The Thing 2011, I think I did it okay, but also a bit like didn't really have a purpose. So we'll knock that on either because it's in between. Last Jedi I hated. Molly's Game I really liked. The Shape of Water I really liked. Hellraiser 3 I liked, but I also was sort of punning around with it as well, but also sort of retrospective. So we'll say it's bad. It's being generous, I guess. Jumanji was good. I like Jumanji. Winchester, that was bland horror. So we've only got 5 negative and we've got nearly 30 odd positive. So when everyone goes like, "Oh, you're so fucking negative," shut the fuck up. You literally have no idea what you're talking about. You honestly don't have no idea what you're talking about. All you do is just go and see, like, you know, what you believe and warp it in your tiny little teeny weeny little brains. But yeah, no, like if I look at my movie reviews playlist, it's nigh on all positive. Cloverfield Paradox. I know I didn't like that one. Victor Crowley, I thought that was hilarious. The Ritual was fantastic. I was somewhat negative about Black Panther because everyone was fucking sucking that film's dick. I really liked Revenge. Interviewed the director and the lead actress, who's fucking banging for that. Annihilation, I hated that. Tomb Raider, I thought it was bad, actually, I think, if I remember rightly. Pacific Rim was bad. Under the Skin was fantastic. A Quiet Place was fantastic. Ghost Stories was fantastic. Train to Busan was fantastic. Cabin in the Woods was fantastic. Avengers Infinity War, didn't really like that too much. I just thought it was a bit of a letdown. Dog Soldiers was fantastic. Deadpool 2 was pretty good, but more of the same. Predator was great. Maggie was great. Cargo was great. Hereditary was great. Solo was not that bad, I didn't think, to be fair. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I thought that killed the franchise to a certain degree. Predator 2 was great. Hellraiser Bloodlines was beginning of the end, but that was a retrospective, so sort of in between. Predator was great. The Endless Movie Review was great. Judge Dredd, my guilty pleasure. Old Boy was great. The Meg, dumb fun. I just liked it because it was dumb fun. Dredd 2012 was great. The Predator was... I didn't really like that either, to be fair. I liked it, but it was a bad Predator movie, which everyone sucks onto that first thing of like, oh, he liked it. No, I said it was a bad Predator movie. Hotel Artemis I liked. Mandy I liked. Venom I liked. Apostle I didn't like that much, actually. I thought that was a bit of a letdown. And there's so many positive fucking movie reviews in there. Jesus. Anyway. Sandman. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I fucking love that. Yeah. Oh, dear, oh, dear. What do you think about these He-Man rumors popping up everywhere? I thought the teaser was great. Yeah, so look, a lot of people are going to be talking about the new synopsis that was basically dropped, right? The new synopsis, which is about Tila. Tila's going to save the day. And you say that, and like apparently loads of men, like their dicks invert, and I'm like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? If it's written in a way that makes sense, this is the problem. Like I've read some horrendous fucking scripts, but then they turn out really good. It's all on the execution at the end of the day. So you hear that and you go, understandably, you go, slight cause for concern, because then you also pair it with Kevin Smith, and he Kevin Smith stuff, doesn't he? But it's dependent on the execution. I don't think he'll ever live it down if he really fucks it up. Let's put it that way. Because that's such a beloved franchise. You know, like that is such a beloved franchise. I watched that and I was, well, you've seen my reaction. I was sweating. I was legit sweating. I was banging my table. I was fucking loving it. I don't care if it's like holding out for a hero. I don't give a shit. That was amazing. Prince Adam walks in. Oh, I have the power. Yeah, I'm holding out for a hero. Yes. Give me that 80s goodness. Yes. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So it's such a beloved franchise. If he cocks it up, he will never live it down. Like he will literally never, ever, ever live it down. So it just remains to be seen at this point in time. There's a lot of people that are invested in it being shit. It's the same as the Batman. There's a lot of people heavily invested in that movie being shit, right? And they desperately need it to be shit because it confirms everything that they've said in the past, and it must be shit. Always be wary of people with a vested interest. So we'll have to see. We will actually have to see. People are, saying, "Oh, it's a bait and switch." I don't care if it's written, if it's executed fine. I don't care. Did you not catch that bit? If it's executed fine and it works, I couldn't give a shit. I genuinely couldn't care. It's all about the execution. A lot of this stuff is all about execution. So yeah, we'll just have to see. At the end of the day, don't let a woman invert your penis. A woman's supposed to, if you're straight, grow your penis. All right. Think about that. Women should not invert your peen. All right. They shouldn't invert it. They should. For fuck's sake. No wonder these live streams never get monetized, because I'm sat here talking about stuff like that. Fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Look, I want it to be good. Am I open to to the suggestion of it being garbage. Yeah, I'm open to the suggestion. I'm open to the suggestion of everything being garbage at this point. But also, you just shouldn't be surprised when it is. Why is anyone surprised when it's garbage? The Predator, the new Predator 5 released their synopsis, and I was like, of course. Comanche women going against gender norms. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Who cares? What's this? The new YouTube algorithm has screwed over so many channels these past few months. I rarely get a notification from channels I'm subscribed to. That is super irritating. Super irritating. Yeah, not cool. So how are we all doing? Where are we all in the world? I've released videos coming out the wazoo today. And then, because I've just done the Jurassic World Dominion video as well, which I thought was great. I think it sounds absolutely epic. Jurassic World Dominion footage description stuff sounds great. Mikey Popple, cheers for the answer. I'm a new gym goer, gone from 122 pounds to 150. So pretty chuffed with myself. That's good, man. Should be happy with that. Marshmallow has joined in the conversation and dropped in to support the channel and says, I think it's important to mention this, but I discovered Mr. H round about when Covenant came out. It was dumb luck. Yeah, that'd be about right. That's actually when I started the channel. I started the channel actually when the trailer dropped, so Christmas Eve of like 2016, I think. I don't know. When did I start my channel? When was my channel? Because when my channel was created was basically when I made my first video. Yeah, December 24th, 2016. Yeah, interesting. 4 years later, my main source of news. Well, fantastic. Thank you very much. You're in Arizona on vacation. Where are you normally, Smoke Monster? Stephen G is in Kent. Epic. Nice. I used to live sort of in Kent, but sort of not. Bromley, I used to live, which is considered London and Kent. There's like a London side and a Kent side of Bromley, isn't there? I lived quite close to that shopping mall where people were macheted. 'Twas not good, because that's what happens in the UK. We don't have guns, but people love to cut people up. It's just an age-old British tradition. Currently, apparently. Still in meeting, so you're muted. Wave hi. Oh dear, oh dear. Joining Mr. H's cooking channel in 2022. Penis talk with Mr. H. Oh my god. We will not be doing penis talk. All right, we're not doing that. I did cardio and calisthenics today in the nature, sunshine, birds singing. It was amazing. It makes you want to appreciate those things. Yeah, it does. It makes you appreciate those things. It doesn't make you want to. You just do, don't you? You're surrounded by it all and stuff like that. I'm good, Mr. H. Just passed my HNC cybersecurity. Now I can finally chill without the worry of missing any assessment deadlines. That's good, man. Nice to take a load off, chill out, relax. That's epic. Good. Paulese, Multiverse Noise. Damn you. That means I'm an OG fan of you. Great content, as always, my guy. I'm in Florida. Just beat COVID. Epic. Good, man. YouTube is pretty annoying with its notifications. I've multiple times had your video appear on the YouTube main page, but never got a notification for it. Happened today with the Predator 5 copyright vid. Yeah, that's annoying. Have you got your push notifications on your phone? Maybe that's why. Maybe that is why. So, few things just to throw out there. You never have to do super chats, FYI. I've seen some absolute raging retards make videos about me that I'm begging for money. I literally am one of the people which act out of everyone that does these kind of live streams. I'm one of the only people that actually just sits and talks to you normally and reads out normal, comments without super chats and stuff like that. Super chats, and I make no qualms about, I don't hide it. Super chats do absolutely support the channel. Of course they do. You'd have to be an idiot not to know that. Will I beg for super chats? No, 100% not. It's your choice to do super chats. So there's a few things and a good reason as to why people want to do super chats. One, just to to support the channel, much like memberships, actually. And secondly, to join in the conversation on a certain topic or get your question read out quicker. It's entirely your choice. Like, you don't have to, because I do sit here and read them. But, you know, if there's a lot of people, is there a chance that I'm going to get your comment? Yeah, probably. But if you want it done quicker and you need to go or whatever, then that's fine. But I just thought I'd clarify that, because there's been some, it's just been some fucking retards making videos about me that apparently just don't understand that, you know, pretty clear-cut concept there. And I also don't want anyone to get the wrong impression, you know? Like, I do genuinely try and... Like, I've just read out loads, haven't I? I do genuinely try and just read out comments. Like, I'm here to have, like, conversations with you guys, basically. I wouldn't do them otherwise, because otherwise these live streams would be fucking boring for me and for you. But just thought I'd clarify, really. Do you think Disney will ever finish Ridley Scott's Alien story? Or is it done? And we'll get a gender norm challenging alien queen. So we'll have to see what happens with Noah Hawley's TV series, right? Because they're looking to retcon a lot of stuff on that anyway. And they haven't said anything, but the moment they did that, it was like an investor. It wasn't an investor day. What was it? Was it an investor day or was it? Yeah, it was an investor day. But on that investor day, when they quite literally just said, it was an investor day presentation, when they said, in the not too distant future, boom, that's a retcon straight away. Like, straight away, that is a retcon. So we'll have to see what direction that goes in. They are, who knows? Who knows at this point in time? Ridley Scott, a lot of people were like, oh, he's busy with Raised by Wolves. He's not. He's not actually on that. Like, he's not there. He's just one of the lead producers. He directed one episode and that was it. He set the, you know, the tone and the style, the stylistic cinematography tone. It doesn't write it. It's not written by him. It has a writer anyway. It just so happens that obviously because Ridley Scott loves that sort of stuff, that, you know, he's involved in it and he loves it and he sort of nurtured it. I think Ridley Scott's probably a bit free. He was working on Merlin movies for Disney as well, which I always said that's him trying to court Disney into letting him continue the Alien movies. But we'll have to see how it goes. I think they're already retconning stuff. But at this point, it's so early days. It's really difficult to tell. Steve, Biafron, love your channel, mate. And I'm a Bromley boy, so here's £5. Epic. So I'm not from there. I just lived there for a bit. I lived. What is that train station in Bromley? Is it? It's not called Bromley, is it? I fucking can't remember. But I used to get on that train every day because I used to work in central London. Oh my god, I was so tired. I used to do 16-hour work days. I fucking hated that. Well, I liked that job, actually. In fairness, I liked it a lot. But my god, I did not like the hours. But thank you very much. Appreciate that, dude. What part of Bromley do you live? Bromley's really nice. I've got one of my close friends still lives in Bromley. Actually, he's a dude. Hang out with him. In fairness, you will occasionally see my car driving around Bromley, very like months apart. But yeah, I was there not too long ago. I dropped Jasper off and then I had a weekend in London with my friend. And that was in the middle of the lockdown, so there was that funny little time in sort of summer. I think it was sort of summer last year. It was last year where they sort of eased up some restrictions. Me and my mate grabbed a hotel in London. We just went out for a few days. It was great. Very, very fucking expensive. My God, I spent way too much money that weekend. But every now and then, it's good fun. So, yeah. Anyway, right. Common Sense, epic name. Have you read the synopsis of He-Man? Looks like He-Man loses against Skeletor, vanishes afterwards, and Teela will save the universe after that. Sounds like everything that was shown in the teaser happens before He-Man loses. Well, look, we're still waiting for an actual trailer, aren't we, at the end of the day? So we'll have to see how it goes. I've read the synopsis. I'm still a man that's waiting to see. You know, I genuinely am just going to wait and see. I don't want to jump the gun on it, basically. I do not want to jump the gun on it because there's a lot riding on this. And there's a lot riding on it, but it's all about the execution. I keep repeating that. It doesn't matter what you read. You can read stuff and go, this sounds bad. as long as you acknowledge, well, look, in the execution, it could be completely different, because it can. Like, it can be completely different. Eric Point become a member. Thank you so much, man. And there was another member that just dropped in as well. Fierce Sundown. Thank you so much. Epic. Genuinely appreciate that. And Andy McCallum, I fucking love your avatar. Is just the best. It makes me smile every single time. It is honestly the best avatar ever. And I am going to work on getting custom emojis for members. One of them will be a dressing gown. In fact, let me message someone who's going to make one for me, because I'd love it if you guys could have that. That'd be so much fun. Can you still those custom emojis? Dressing gown. Very, very good. Anyway, right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to do that whilst I remembered, because I did forget. Alexandra says, hi, guys. Hello, Alexandra. Nice to have you here. Resident Evil Netflix. There was a graphic, like a graphics CGI trailer, wasn't there, for like a series. Looks great. Looks really, really good. Age is a man of culture. He knows... Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. Well, hopefully. Again, I'm still open to it being, real bad, but we'll have a see. So, Random McRanderson. What do I mean by there's a lot riding on this? So, Hasbro has pushed out. It's Hasbro. They are making a massive push for He-Man. Not a small push. They're making a huge push for He-Man. Huge push. There's 2 He-Man shows on the go. We've only seen the teaser trailer for one. This is the more adult one. There's a kids-focused one as well. There is a lot riding on this. If you piss off all the adults and then you don't get the kids one right, you fucked it. So there is genuinely a lot riding on this. That's what I mean. They are making an awful lot of stuff. He-Man, they are trying to revive He-Man, not only just for adults, but also for kids. So, yeah. Look at your car channel. Any news on the Disney Predator lawsuit? I did a video earlier, dude. Turn them notifications on, bro. I did. I did a video earlier. I did 2 videos actually today. Predator 5 is going to be releasing on Hulu. That sucks. Supposedly, if we're to believe Mark Toberoff, who said it and stated it at the Predator, lawsuit hearing, basically. The Predator 5 lawsuit hasn't actually made any progress. They're trying to get... Disney is still trying to get the case dismissed. Because they're like, oh, it's been filed in the wrong area. And it's like, no, it hasn't. Come on, behave. Like, fuck off. What are you talking about? It just screams of desperation at this point in time. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Predator 5 is being released on Hulu. Unconfirmed. But Mark Toberoff, who is obviously dealing with Predator as a franchise and obviously has to liaise with Disney, may know this. And he stated that it is releasing on Hulu. He did say in a court of law as well. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. As for the car channel, it's kind of dead at the moment. I've made 2 videos. They're waiting to be released. I wanted to make a few more and get backed up again. I've just been having to make them by myself, basically. Sadly, making all the videos again by myself. So yeah, a bit poo, but never mind. Yeah, we don't have any mods today. I don't really know what's going on here. When's Demonic coming out? Soon. It was like the end of the trailer, dude. No, it's coming out very soon. What's your opinion on the new direction of Marvel? Personally, I think no matter how good they do, I just don't think as many people will care and will have zoned out after Endgame. So I am one of those people. Like, I am massively, I'm massively given up on Marvel in terms of just not caring. Like, I in fairness, like, I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm not a DC fan either. Like, I'm neither. I don't care about either properties. I grew up on like 2000 AD and stuff like that. So I was a different kind of comics guy, and also Top Cow and Dark Horse, right? So, you know, as much as I like Marvel and DC for some of their properties, I'm not a fan. I just like some of the bits and pieces. So I was never massively invested. In terms of in terms of how I think they're going to go now, I do think a lot of people would have zoned out. I think they're going to have to do something pretty big to get people back in, and I think that's what they tried to do with WandaVision and Loki, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll have to see. Even Mr. H and the Motley Crew, hope everyone's doing well and enjoying the sunshine. Thanks for the advice. Do you think Dungeons and Dragons film will be okay? Well, I've got a friend that's worked on that, and I know at the very least there will be some pretty horror-based-ish creatures and stuff like that. So hopefully, but I don't know at this point in time. I will also, guys, just give you everyone that's joined here, everyone that's just joined here now. I will give you an insight into the Indiana Jones 5 picture leaks that dropped. So I've said in a few videos now, I've got a source working on that film. Those images that were released were an intentional leak to throw people off the scent. So again, it's kind of annoying because I've done a video on it and then I get told, but now I can come out. It's much the same with the first video. I was like, oh, Indy goes to space. And I'm like, oh, I fucking look like an idiot now because then I get told, no, definitely doesn't go to space. So yeah, that was there to throw people off the scent, basically. And it worked. But I also said, I said to them, I was like, that's a bloody shame. Because I got to, you know, I like certain elements of World War II in terms of the craziness of what the Nazis were up to and things like that. But I was never hot on the ins and outs of it all. Like, I have rudimentary knowledge of their sort of cult-like activities. And learning about the Glock, the bell, was fascinating. Obviously, you know, everyone jumped into the video and corrected me because I was like, oh, it looks like a Dalek. But learning about it now, I'm like, that would be epic to see. But I think what I have been reliably told is that it's to throw people off the scent. So I don't think that is going to happen, which is a shame. Like, that is a shame. So, yeah. A source or a Doomcock source? No, when I say I have a source and when I have said this is going to happen or this is a leak, I believe this leak, you can go back and you can watch like Terminator Dark Fate. I was right about The Predator. I had the script for that. I was right about all of that. Godzilla King of the Monsters. I was right about that. Alien Covenant. I was right about a lot of stuff in that. Hellboy. I did all of that. The Grudge. Did all of that. Well, I don't think that has been released. I was right about that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Again, source, yeah. Long-time viewers will know, like, if they've ever, you know, watched something for a long time and then gone and watched, you know, something I've been speaking about in terms of leaks and stuff, and then gone and watched it, they'll go, oh, yeah, no, he was right. So, yeah, no, an actual source. Colin McLean. Really enjoyed the Alien 5 concept art, and it makes me wish Predator 5 could have gotten someone like Blomkamp and Jeffrey Thorens. I'd love to see what Thorin would do with the Predator world and the lore behind it. Yeah, you're right. He's a fantastic artist. I've really enjoyed looking at that artwork, and it's so beautifully done as well. It doesn't quite have like a lot of modern art for, you know, for concept art for films and stuff is very graphically focused, very sort of CGI based, that sort of focus there. His art doesn't have that style, and I love it for that. I absolutely. Oh, it didn't for the Predator, for the Alien stuff. Anyway, let's put it that way. For some of the other stuff, it looks a little bit more graphic based, but his stuff is absolutely beautiful. It's a work of art. Put it that way. It's absolutely great. What are your thoughts on Dagon? I saw it recently and thought it was pretty good fun. Would you do a video on it? I would do a video on it, and yeah, like it's pretty good fun. But yeah, I kind of saved that for a video then, I guess, really. But yeah, like you kind of sum it up about right, to be fair. It's good fun. I think that's a good enough roundup. Royston Parker, notice my YouTube picture has changed, Mr. H. Well, I have now you pointed it out. Dude. So yeah. Just to throw it out there, Monday's live stream may not happen, right? It may not happen, and it may have to be postponed till Tuesday. So I've been invited by, this seems to come as a surprise to people. I posted it up on Twitter and people were like, what? You get invites? Guys, like, I've been to world premieres. Like, I used to do movie screenings all the time, literally all the fucking time. Not premieres all the time. I've done a few of them, but movie screenings, yeah, and I used to interview directors and stuff. But they're finally coming back. Yes. So I've been invited by Lionsgate to go watch The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard on Monday. That's in London, though, so I've got to travel to London. And that is movies start at 7, and then you're probably best to account for I don't know the exact runtime. I could probably look at the poster and find it out, but round it out to about 2 hours plus a 2-hour drive home. Ugh, pain in the ass. So I won't be able to live stream if I go to it. But there's benefits, because if I go to it, then you guys get, obviously, a review ahead of time, which is somewhat beneficial to some people. Some people, not really. And that's why I kind of stopped going to them, because they cost me a lot of money going to them, because I have to drive to London or I have to catch a train. Either is expensive and it's very time consuming. So I haven't made the decision, basically. I have not made the decision that I will go, but it's just a heads up. If the stream isn't on, come and look, and also check out Twitter. Like, I'll say on Twitter if it is on or not, because I'll take a photo of me in London like an idiot. But if it's not on, that's why. But it will be pushed to Tuesday instead. I will do it. It will just be on Tuesday instead. So just to let you know. All right. So yeah. It was actually really fun, and it's just under 2 hours. Yeah, you went to the Australia screening, didn't you, Ellie, my dude? Yeah, 2 hours is always my estimate for any screening these days. I always just go 2 hours, round it out, because then you always account for either or, basically. Ghoul became a member. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Do a rough live video of going. No, I can't live stream and drive. That's incredibly dangerous. Incredibly dangerous, especially on UK roads. People drive like dickheads on UK roads. And I drive a black sports car that people try and race all the time, and I can't be bothered trying to live stream with the potential danger of things like that. So no, I will not be doing that. Good suggestion though, dude. I'm not poo-pooing you at all. Okay, cool. Gonna try and get the dressing gown emojis for this weekend. Carlo Belton, forgot to say, have you seen the trailer for the new Evil Dead game? It looks quite good. I didn't. I haven't had a chance, actually. Hopefully you can see from everything else that's been going here on the channel, I've not had time. The Alien franchise is all over the place between the movies and comic at the minute. Yeah, god damn, that comic sucks, man. Fuck that comic. Ugh. Not good. I hadn't been to one in ages, and it was so fun to be back. Also got tickets to Fast 9 next week. I'm going with my little cousins. There's a group of like 10 of us going. Nice, man. Hope you enjoy yourself. Anyway, hope you enjoy yourself as well. Yeah. Me too. Car looks like the Batmobile. People try to kill me everywhere I go. For fuck's sake, that's funny. Waiting for Nerd Rossic. I don't have a problem with these epic stories like Star Wars and Marvel moving to Disney Plus, but the stories are so small, boring, and unimportant. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I like the Mandalorian story. I thought that's been pretty decent, to be fair. Loki's story is not small. It's pretty big, I'd say. I hate driving around at times. Someone sees a sports car, they think you're out to race. I just want to go to the store and home. Yeah, I know. The thing is, like, because I've got 3 cars, and my daily driver is a 370Z. And I know stateside, it's a very much like a racer car. Over here, you just don't see them. Like, you just don't see the car. Like, no one has one. They're quite unusual to see on the road. But like, obviously that's my daily driver. So I just potter around in it, and people are like, "Oh, I'll fucking race you." And I'm like, "No, mate. Like, no, go away. I've got like chicken soup in my passenger seat. I'm not racing." Or I've got my shopping in the back. Like, I've got eggs. Like, I'm not racing you. Fuck off. Oh dear, oh dear. It's not a premiere, dude. Again, it's not a premiere. I did say that it's not a premiere. It's just a screening. Screenings are not premieres. Really, really important to differentiate between the two. Really important to differentiate between the two. Not a premiere, just a press screening. Press screenings are a dime a dozen. Like, I literally get them all the time. It's very a lot of them are just not worth the time going to London, because it takes so much time out of my day to get there, and to get there and back, and then obviously to review it. And I just can't be bothered half the time, because it's not worth it. Like, because how they do releases for things these days, and how you guys consume my videos. Like, I would travel to London, and it would cost me, I don't know, anywhere between 60 to 80 pound to get there, right? And back, and then maybe some tube travel and some food. So round it out to 100 pounds. And then I'd do a video, and it would earn me £5. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, it's just not worth it. So it's very unusual that I take stuff like that. I cannot be bothered half the time, because it's just not worth it. But I will be doing more and more of a push on movie reviews, as you probably can see. Like, I've been doing a lot of movie reviews and just reviews in general recently. So I will. Yeah, hopefully that'll change. People will, start watching my reviews again a little bit more. I am a review channel. That's what I do normally. But we just went just the whole COVID thing just changed the sort of content and stuff. Would you do a full day of eating to keep your mass? I can tell you what I eat. Like, right now, it's not that exciting. I eat about 2,600 calories because I'm not sedentary. I did a 9K run this morning before breakfast. I do 60 to 70 grams of fat in a day. I do 250 to 260 grams of carbs in a day. And I do 230 to 240 grams of protein in a day. I eat, drink coconut oil and coffee before I go on a run because of medium chain triglycerides. I then finish my run, come back, and I have 100 grams of blueberries with 65 grams of oats, 65 grams of oats and a whole bunch of cinnamon. I eat that, and then I have some clear whey protein whilst I work out, because I then work out immediately afterwards. That's 60 grams of clear whey. I'll then pot around, finish, do some work and shit like that, and then I'll have an apple, 2 oranges, or an apple and a grapefruit. Try not to have too much grapefruit, because there's an enzyme, the P45Z enzyme, something like that actually prevents the uptake. It inhibits medication uptake. It's quite dangerous to have a lot of grapefruit. Learn something new every day. And then I'll have 250 grams of rice with 150 grams of chicken, a range of veggies from like monge to sugar snap peas to broccoli to tomatoes and peppers and all that kind of crap. And then I normally put some like chili oil sauce on it all. I have that. That's one of my big meals in the day. I'll pot around, do some more random shit. Then I have the same meal, but I'll only have 125 grams of rice. Pot around, do some shit, do some work, all that kind of crap, and then I'll finish up the day with basically what I had for my breakfast, and that's it. It's pretty boring, but I like it. There you go. Not that exciting, ladies and gents, but that's what I do. Have a drink on me, legend. Thank you so much, DB Cooper. Appreciate it, bro. But yeah, it's lots of veggies, lots of fruits. I love all of that stuff. I'm all about veggies and fruits and things like that. Hey, no food run. What do you mean? You mean I run on an empty stomach, or what do you mean? So the reason why, people it became this weird fucking food fad called bulletproof coffee, and it was all about butter and all this fucking garbage. Now, the concept of having coconut oil in the morning is categorically backed by science. So each part of your diet has an endocrine reaction, hormonal reaction, and hormones will affect multiple elements of what you want to do physiologically, fitness-wise. So when you have morning carbohydrates, or when you have carbohydrates, whatever, you cause an insulin spike, and insulin shuts off lipolysis, which is fat burning. It also, whenever there's insulin present, there is no testosterone present or growth hormone, which is bad if your aim is fat burning and muscular growth, right? Or strength as well. And then also you get, dependent on the insulin reaction, the spike that's caused and things like that, you do get, you know, blood sugar levels sort of going up on kilter as well. So there's a high amounts of logic to having something called medium chain triglycerides in the morning to prolong the period of which you have no insulin released in your system. Insulin is basically the enemy to anyone looking to build muscle and burn fat, right? Unless it's used peri-workout. I'll go through that in a minute. So, learning new things. Fuck's sake. This is all my old teaching stuff that I used to teach all this shit. So, anyway, so medium chain triglycerides are used in the body much like a carbohydrate, but they don't cause an insulin reaction. So, medium chain triglycerides are a readily used form of it's a fat which is readily used as energy, much like a carbohydrate would be, but it doesn't cause an insulin spike. So you can get medium chain triglycerides from many things, like many different. You can even get MCT liquid, right? But I really like the taste of coconut oil in coffee. It just tastes nice. I like it, so I have that. I melt it in the coffee. I drink my coffee, let it go down a little bit, and then go on my run. That works fantastic for me. Great. No issue, all good, no worries. And then you extend your period of no insulin in the body, and you can, you know, go about your business and be happy. Peri-workout nutrition, because people always say there's a lot of logic to having an insulin spike around the tail end of a workout, right? So you work out, you deplete glycogen levels in your body. So carbohydrate is stored as glycogen in your muscle cells. So that's why when you're on a low carb diet, you feel very hollow, very depleted, very bleh, and you are smaller. And a lot of people who initially go on a low carb diet lose loads and loads of weight, and all you're doing is actually losing water from your muscular cells, because glycogen is stored in the muscle, and it also draws water into the muscle alongside it as well. Which gives the illusion of like big pumped up muscles. I mean, you are like big and pumped up. But anyway, so if you do ever want to have an insulin spike throughout your day, say you have like a real high affinity for sour candy, like I do, I always have sour candy after a workout. Why? Because I've been drinking protein all throughout the workout, so that I have and protein, like whey isolate, is readily used and is quite quick uptake anyway, but then you pair that with a high sugar content at the tail end of the workout as well. That causes a massive insulin spike, which causes your body to obviously draw that along with the protein into your muscle cells, and boom, you have a good post-workout nutrition response for gym benefits. There you go. Fuck this noise. I'm off now. I'm not going to talk about this shit anymore. Dear. So there you go. That should explain quite a lot of stuff. Just saw seen it, Mr. H. Pleasant surprise. See, I've heard about that. I thought the whole world was pretty dumb, wasn't it? Because they can't see, but they've also managed to make loads and loads of things. Is that right? Is this the same thing? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. People are like, English, please. I know. I'm sorry. I went off on one there. It's nice to talk about occasionally, but I'm not big on talking about stuff like that anymore. I'm not interested in it that much. Like, well, I'm interested in it for me. I used to teach this stuff. Like, I used to teach A levels. It's like college. If no one knows what A levels are, it's college. It's college level before you go to university. So I used to teach college qualifications, and that is all what I used to teach. So there you go. So it's nice to do it occasionally. Anyway, I like getting back into it every now and then. And people keep asking about it every now and then. So there you go. It's nice to understand a bit of the logic behind it, I guess. Mr. H getting huge. Nah, not really. I'm about 85 kilos, but I'm in pretty decent shape at the moment. I've got veins through my abs and stuff like that, which I'm pretty happy with. I've got abs for a change. So I have a six-pack with veins all through the rib cage and things, which is quite nice to see. I'm strong, which is nice at the moment. So just prepping nicely for the strongman comp coming up in September, which should be good fun. That was a lot, Mr. H. I'm simple. Eat a ton of chicken and rice and pick up heavy stuff. Yeah. Well, see, yeah, I mean, it works, but I also like to have a bit of fun with my diet as well. So there you go. Mikey Popple, H, do you take much interest in how actors prepare for roles? For example, Chris Hemsworth workout routine and any potential steroids. I find it amazing how they do that stuff in short-term periods. I'm not really interested. I mean, it's obvious that they take stuff. Like, it's not a big deal. It's obvious that they do. Who cares, I guess, really? Just is what it is, I guess. Yeah. It's Jason Momoa doing what he does best, but just blind. If you do nitpick, you do realize it's kind of dumb. But Dave Bautista will be in season 2. I like Bautista. I'm not sure if I could get on board with that though. So yeah, we shall see. No, veins through my abs, not ass, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. One of the TV shows that has one of the best cinematography in recent years. Just saw season 2 trailer, and Dave Bautista is in it. He is underrated show. It's filmed in Canada as well, if I remember rightly. So yeah, I'll check it out. I shall check it out. What about when actors don't put the effort in? That can be annoying. Yeah, to a degree. Yeah, I mean, I maybe it's dependent. Really, they might have been told from the studio not to. Then is it them not putting effort in? Who knows, right? Like, they do have to go by what the studio tells them to. What advice would you give to someone who wants to get in shape but is a complete beginner? Just find like an all-body powerlifting routine for a beginner. Powerlifting's great. Like, it's not to say that you would want to get into powerlifting, but powerlifting is a good foundation for other sports. So it teaches you. It teaches you big compound movements, which is multi-joint movements. Multiple joints activated through a movement, which is good because you get lots of muscular activation quickly. Really helps your core activate as well. And not only that as well, like, powerlifting will stimulate your pituitary gland to release lots and lots of hormones, which are very beneficial, obviously, when you are looking to work out and get in shape. So there you go. Beginner powerlifting routine will be fine for anything, literally anything. Because even if you want to pick up running, a powerlifting routine will be very, very good to activate a lot of the potential muscles which you will need even when running. A lot of people don't consider the deep core to be important, or just the core to be that important when running. No, it's massively important, and you can fuck yourself if you don't. So yeah, there's lots in that. Ellie Moses sent $5, but nothing came through. So YouTube fucked it, I guess. No, they don't know who I am. So no, I kept it that way. I go by like a fake name, don't I, on her? So, so Sweet Tooth. So I saw the first episode, right, and I was in a funny mood, so I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it. But I was in a funny mood, so I paused it, and I'm going to wait until I'm in a better mood, and I'm going to go back and watch the first episode again. Roughly what I can give you now, opinion-wise, great set pieces, great effects, great practical effects, all look really, really good. Like the set pieces were fantastic. I just couldn't get into the story, and I think it's because I was in a funny mood. So I will go back and watch it again because, it looked all right, and I think it has potential, and loads of people love it. So we'll see. Like, I will get back into it, basically. All right. Have a good evening, Mr. H. Hugs and cuddles with Jasper. Thank you so much. Jasper is literally upstairs, chilling out, being a right little lazy sod. Have you seen Muscle, Mr. H? It's a 2019 thriller shot in black and white set around the world of bodybuilding. I have not. Never even heard of that. Wow, what is that? You have to watch it and let me know. What do you think of that video of Sylvester Stallone lifting 2 fake £45 plates on his Instagram? I don't follow him on Instagram, so I've not seen it, dude, at all. How are you and Jasper? What upcoming films and shows are you excited for? No shows majorly at the moment. I'm always excited for Superman and Lois. I keep banging on about that, guys. You really do need to check that out. It is absolutely fantastic. It's so good. Jasper's good. He's asleep upstairs, as always, being a lazy boy. But it's really hot at the moment, so it kills him in the heat. So he's just chilling out upstairs. Yeah. And I'm all right. I'm all right. I've been fighting this fucking graphics card all day. Literally all day. So I upgraded my graphics card finally because the old one was so bad. It was flicking my screen on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Pain in the ass. So I saw it in stock on overclockers and I was like, it's not the one I want. It's actually a massive downgrade. I don't give a fuck. Boom, get it. Not downgrade from my graphics card. It's still an upgrade. It's 80% quicker than my graphics card at the moment that I did have. But it's a downgrade on what I wanted. So it's not what I wanted. But I've got it and I needed it because otherwise I wouldn't be able to make videos. And the graphics card would just die, wouldn't it, really? It was on its way out. So I just thought, well, I have to get this because otherwise I can't make any content for you guys. So there you go. People are like, congrats. It's not congrats. It's not what I wanted. It's more just so I can make sure I get, content out for you. Have you seen Grand Theft Auto Roleplay? No. What is that? So if anyone's wondering what graphics card I got, it was the RTX 3060. I wanted the RTX 3090, but I couldn't get that. So good times. Good times. Jasper is the master of House H, isn't he? He can do whatever he wants. He is. He's a dude. He is a living legend. Professor, Mr. H. Oh, what expectations do you have for Sweet Tooth if it gets Sweet Home, sorry, if it gets a second season? I have no expectations. I really want to see. I want to see the origin. I want to see the origin of it all. I want to see the origin of it all as well. So good, so good. I loved Sweet Home. Sweet Home was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Such a good series. You really do need to watch it. You really do. Byron Dunbar, your comments tonight are just shit, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm reading them and I'm just like, I'm not gonna read your comment out, mate. Like, they're just a bit crap. Like, I know you're probably just being sarcastic and having fun, but they're just a bit trolly. So either stop or I just won't ever read them out. Like, I'll end up blanking you in my mind, if that makes sense. Because if I recognize that your comments are consistently this way, I'll just blank them. Like, they're just a bit crap. Like, I don't get the point to them, So anyway, Mr. H, I came across a trailer, The Devil Below. Heard of it? If not, check the trailer and share your thoughts on it. Not sure, but it looks indie movie. I'll have to look at that. That sounds like something I have actually seen, but I don't know. So we'll see. I'm not sure about that. Sweet Tooth really improves as it progresses, so stick with Monsieur. I will. Like, I need to double back and just rewatch the first episode, basically. But asking if someone was bullied in school is just nonsense, mate. Everyone experiences some level of bullying throughout their life. Why do you think I want to sit here and fucking talk about if I was bullied in school? It's garbage. Why? Like, just have some tact for 1 second. Why would I want to sit here, right? Ask yourself this. Why would I want to sit here on a Friday night when normally I just want to talk about movies or whatever you guys want to talk about, and talk about if I was bullied in school. It's not very tactful, buddy. Have some tact, right? It's just I just don't get it. Like, why do you think I would want to talk about that? It's just weird. You know, why the fuck would I want to talk about that? And also, as well, if anyone, yeah, no, I think I said this on the members one. No, I actually was the bully in school. I was an asshole in school. I was a fucking horrible person. So, no, I don't really want to talk about stuff like that. Why would I want to? Jesus. Yeah, and everyone just saying, yeah, strange, personal, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, no one's going to talk about that. Oh, you have autism. Well, that makes a little bit more sense then, dude. Well, if you wouldn't want you, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. That's fine. Makes a lot more sense. I put my hands up. Apologies. That's my bad. That is my bad. I'm happy to, if true, I'm happy to hold my hands up and go, I apologize. I would not wish to single someone out anyway. Heard of a movie called The Empty Man? No. Is that the one which I keep? Yes, The Empty Man. I even have it here. Do I? No, I don't. I did have it up here. Where is it? People keep saying this, and I need to watch it. And I even, I saved the picture because I want to watch it so much. This looks epic. Look at this. Doesn't that? This is The Empty Man. It's apparently a buried Disney former Fox movie. Looks like Exorcist 3 type investigation horror. Gonna check it this weekend. Ever heard of it? I have heard of it. It looks great. I saw this picture. I was like, I need to watch this. This looks sick. But I haven't watched it yet, no. I haven't got around to it. I've been watching like loads and loads of other crap. So, yeah, I have not. Haven't had a chance, sadly. What's this? Did I hear about the planned remake of Stephen King's Christine? I have not. I have seen the original, but I did not hear that they were looking to do a remake of that. That's garbage. No. Don't do that. Do not do that. No. Why? That looks in one image. Looks epic. Yes, it does look epic. Doesn't it look cool? It's just one of those like looks like Biksinski art. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? It looks really, really good. The hand with all the fingers is pure Biksinski, Polish surrealist artist. Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty decent. Although Wander This World says kind of disappointed with Empty Man. Not bad, just wanted more. Second half is completely different from the first. Oh, that's a shame. Meh. No, I've not watched Marshmallow's videos on mental health. I have not, no. In fairness, it's not what I want to watch on YouTube. I personally go on YouTube to escape stuff like that. Escape generally the world. So I watch, and I've said this many, many times, I am only subscribed to and I only watch car channels and cooking channels. And lots of music channels as well. And also I started watching an ESL teacher, English as a second language, just because I found it interesting what someone who teaches English as a second language chooses to sort of advise students on vocabulary variety. So I started watching them as well, but I don't watch anyone else. I'm not interested. Mainly because I just want escapism from my YouTube time, basically. And that's not a slight on, any particular video topics. It's just not for me. I'm not interested. I just want to completely tune out to all that kind of stuff, basically. It'll be a Nissan Leaf. What will be? Huh? What will be a Nissan Leaf? Have I missed something here? Oh, Christine will be a Nissan Leaf. God damn. Oh, okay. So Empty Man was a bit disappointing. It could have been good, but they shit the bed. That's a shame. That's a shame. I like Jeepers Creepers. Sequels go to poo a bit, don't they? But I like the first one. I watched your review on Loki episode 1. Thought it was fair and on point. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember this is coming from someone that's not a Marvel fan, but someone that acknowledges that they have to watch the Marvel movies. I'm hoping that what they do in Loki is that this variant either teams up with other variant and they just dismantle the TVA and just kill them, and thus multiverse of madness happens. Because if the TVA is still established by the end of Loki, everything sort of doesn't matter. Like, I don't care to watch people that their lives are preordained. I couldn't give a shit about that. I'm not interested. What are some of your favorite so bad they're good movies? I don't know. Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. That's so bad it's good. Like, that's a genuine guilty pleasure of mine. I think that film's shockingly bad, but I still think it's good. Like, I think Wild Wild West is shockingly bad, but funny as hell. So I think it's great. You know, it's in the Wild Wild West, and they got a giant spider, and you got Branagh running around, not running around because he's disabled in it, making racial jokes to Will Smith, and Will Smith's making disabled jokes to Branagh. I think it's fucking hilarious. You wouldn't be able to make that today. Everyone would be too afraid of ableism and racism and stuff, but it was gold. Check out Red Blood Sky trailer. Cheers, Keith. This is H's channel. Oh no, it's fair that people ask questions, but also my reply wasn't dismissive of it. It was just trying to outline, like, I just simply would never have come across it either. Like, you've sent me stuff in the past, Marshmallow, to sort of give you some advice on and stuff like that, and I'm happy to do it. But you know, at the end of the day, when I'm personally on YouTube, I'm just never going to come across stuff like that. Like, I was watching podcasts of the Lotus Eaters a little bit, and even them I tune out to now just because I just want some escapism. The world's so shit at the moment. I just want escapism. I've reviewed it on the channel, dude. Miss H, speaking of music, I listened to FM 84 full album and Time Cop 1983 on your recommendations. I really enjoyed it. Good. I'm glad. That's good, man. I want you to review Hellraiser Hellseeker. I'd love to hear what you think of every Hellraiser movie. I'll get to it, dude. You've been tweeting to me, haven't you? I've seen them. Not being rude. I normally see them when I'm like mid doing something else. But I remember. I will get to them. All right. I will get to them. Promise. It might take a while, but I will get to them. Oh, what's this? Infinity Flare. Into inanimate object-based horror. Check out Killer Sofa. It's really amusing escapism. Highly recommend it. And I also recommend Rubber. I've never heard of either of them. I'll have to check them out, man. That sounds brilliant. Marshmallow, do Steven Seagal films count as it's so bad it's good? No. I'm sorry, no. They are just so bad. Yes, Wild Wild West. It's so good. So good. Fucking love Wild Wild West. Isn't the Lotus Eaters Sargon's channel? Yeah, well, it's an accumulative channel. So they have like someone who's a trained psychologist on there, which I find genuinely interesting. Some of their takes on certain bits and pieces. But like I say, I just tune out to it now. Like I just want to go and watch something interesting now. It's not that it's not interesting. It is interesting, but I want the escapism is my point. I guess I'm trying to sort of double down on escapism. Understandable. Watched Mars Attacks several times now, and we're watching Beyblade again. Beyblade, fuck me. Well, that is old. I remember Monster Rancher. Do you remember Monster Rancher? Fucking loved Monster Rancher. That was epic. That was around the same time as all of that nonsense, wasn't it? Fucking so funny. So good. Jeffrey Klein, become a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So just a heads up, guys, for gaming content on the channel, right? So members of the channel will know, obviously, I am playing, members and patrons will know I'm playing Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods, Part 1, the Doom Eternal expansion pack game, the first one, for members and patrons. And because I've just managed to get this graphics card working, just as a heads up, I don't know if it will play games yet. I've not tried. So if it doesn't and a game is a little bit late, that's why I just need to figure it out, because technology is not my forte. And exactly the same with people waiting for Resident Evil 8, right? We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to record a lot of Resident Evil. Well, not a lot, but I'm hoping to record 2 episodes of Resident Evil 8 tomorrow. But we'll see. Just because this thing could probably just shit the bed, really. As me and technology are not a good mix. I started Superman and Lois. It's good. Thanks for the recommendation. Yes. Good man. I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. Good. What made me become a film enthusiast? You just like films, didn't you, really? I think that's the only reason why. You just like films. You know? You just like films. So that's all you like. And that films just fuel your enthusiasm for stuff. Jay Evans, become a member. Thank you so much. Memberships are open on the channel for as little as 99 pence per month, and you do get those benefits, like I was saying. Games, normally once a week. Games, very specific games. You always find them as well, like I said, by the community tab. That's where I put all the members stuff. It's all by the community tab. What card did I get? So I didn't get the one I wanted. I got the RTX 3060. Not what I wanted. I wanted 3090, but you can't get them. And I only managed to find this super quick. So I was like, I'm having it. I don't care. My graphics card's about to die. Let me just get this real quick. So I did. Royston Parker. I saw an RTX 3090 going for 2,400 today at CEX in Gloucester. Not even London prices, but 24 gigabytes, ridiculous money, but an enormous GPU card. Yeah. This one has 12 gigabytes. It's not like it'll be faster than the graphics card I had, but it's not what I wanted. But I'm never paying $2,500 for a graphics card. You can suck my cock. Like, I'm never doing that. If someone wants to buy me one, yay. But I'm never doing that. That is ridiculous. Them fucking scalpers are a pain in the ass. 3060 is still pretty decent, to be honest. Look, it will be. So the thing is, it is 80% quicker and better. And I did the benchmark tests. It is 80% improved on the graphics card I was using. So it is still a massive, massive upgrade. It's not what I wanted, but it is still a massive, massive upgrade on what I had. So yeah. Sorry, I haven't followed you, but what's your current graphics card? Oh, well, I've just said I've got a 3060. The one I had was like an RX 590. I don't even know what it was, but it was not good. I mean, it was good enough. Like, it was good enough, you know. But this 3060 was needed because my graphics card was dying. Like, I had to have it. So it was either that or it's just going to die and I won't be able to do anything. So yeah, not good. Oh, cool. Get mentioned by some people on Twitter, not Twitter, on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram if you like. Over at Mr. H Reviews. Would appreciate it. Yeah, it was a Radeon card, Radeon 590. But then I switched to this GeForce RTX 3060. It's better. It's much better. Supposedly, anyway. Hey, Miss H, someone recommended on the last stream the horror movie Martyrs in French, and I must say I rather enjoyed the movie. I still need to watch that. Yeah, I do need to watch that. That really caught my eye. I was like, how have I never even fucking heard of this? Like, what is going on? I used to love talking about movies and TV shows, but not anymore. I'm done, and it sucks. That's why I love your channel. You're a bit more positive than other channels. Cheers. So I try to stay objective. That's the point. I try to stay objective as much as possible. And, you know, I've read enough scripts now to know that a bad script can still be reworked into something positive with good execution. So that's kind of what I hold out for these days. But, you know, it's not always a given. The thing is that sadly, some of this stuff will just never be good because they have crap people behind the show. And unfortunately, it's, you know, just is what it is. Some people are so dumb. So on my Loki review, someone says, I see you're still salty about Disney then. And I was like, what? Because I reviewed a show objectively. I'm like, yeah, I see that you're a fucking retard. And then they reply going, literally just an observation. Not an observation. I'm telling you it was an objective review. It's so obvious. You're trying so hard to hide it these days. Why so defensive? It's like, well, that's not my opinion. Like, it's not salty over Disney. Like, that review was actually pretty objective. I actually said it was pretty decent. I just think that the trailers made it out to be a bit more fun than that episode was. It's pretty dour. Here's the knock-on effects that would put me off in future, but I'm looking forward to the next few episodes. Some people, man, some people. Alphonse Klein, H, did you see the article on Netflix, live-action Resident Evil cast? It's a joke. No, I didn't. What's that? What is this? This is news. I actually, because I pissed around with this stupid graphics card today, I didn't make the Spawn video that I wanted to do because they've Spawn movie. That ain't happening. Making a TV series instead. Yo H, have you watched Martyrs yet? I have not. I have been really, really busy, but I will watch it. I promise I will watch it. Just as you made a super chat. Yeah, no, I still haven't. It's on my list. Like, it is on my list of things to do. I will watch it. Spawn as a bed. Yeah, fucking Spawn as a bed. Unbelievable. So yeah, so they are going to they're going to make a Sam and Twitch TV series, and they're labeling it as, oh, it's going to be like a shared universe. It's like, no, it's not. Behave. Come on. Behave. What's this? I just listened to your video about Predator 5. I'm rather disappointed about it being put on Hulu. Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me both. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. With respect to it being put on, look, there's so many things about it being put on Hulu that I think is just the death of the franchise overall. And some people clapped back on that video and was like, oh, well, you know, it's never been a big franchise, blah, blah, blah. It's a massive franchise. It does actually make a fair amount of money, like, you know, merchandising, licensing, comics. You know, the movies have done well in the past. The thing is that it's so funny that they're just going to put this one on streaming when it's this one that can clearly be made on the cheap, that if they released it in theaters could actually turn a profit. I'm just like, what are you doing, you fucking plums? So dumb. So dumb. Super chats or formula for my 1-year-old? What can I say to that? What are you doing? Oh my god. So Predator going on Hulu is just, it's such a strange decision, because this is the one that could actually turn a profit, because it's clearly going to be made on the cheap. It's shot on location. You know, the most expensive thing about those movies are feeding the cast and crew, housing the cast and crew, the cast, paying for them and the crew, and then the Predator costumes. You don't need heavy VFX on those ones. You don't have to at all. I mean, they blew obscene money on the Predator, but this one is set in, you know, fucking buttfuck nowhere, Comanche warrior days. So it's not going to be. It's going to be cheap. Release it in theaters, make some money. Also, newsflash, Disney, you absolute plebs. Hulu's not worldwide, you absolute dickheads. What do you expect is going to happen? Everyone's going to pirate it, you utter imbeciles. Ah, so annoying. So annoying. Not good. Not smart. Not good. Would that be Star on Disney Plus in Ireland and UK? Yeah, maybe. Mr. H, do you do any competitive multiplayer? If so, do you play Battlefield? And what's your thoughts on Battlefield 2042? I don't actually, man. You're a veteran and chopper pilot. World record in road kills and top 15 worldwide. That's fucking impressive, man. I'm not. I don't like playing multiplayer. I'm very antisocial when it comes to games. Sorry, but I tell you what, that is very impressive either way, dude. How's it going with your new life and wife? What's going on with that? Mistake, any thoughts on the Sandman? No game as a little child. No thoughts. No thoughts at all. I don't like the Scarlet Gospels though. It's not a good story. I actually don't have the time to read stuff anymore. I used to have more time. I used to read a lot, but I literally don't have time anymore, sadly. Martyrs is the greatest film you'll never watch again. Horrifically grim, but great. The director was tied to the Hellraiser reboot years ago, but dropped out. Is that... Let me have a look then. Yeah, Pascal Laugier. Yep. Okay. I mean, it just looks awful, doesn't it? It looks fucking disgusting. So bad. But yeah, I will watch this. I will watch this. It just looks insane. Absolutely insane. Jesus. I'm captivated by the images. It's just unreal. Unreal. Again, you couldn't make that today. So I'll check it out though. Watch Bug. Oh, check that out. Blade reboot is in the works. Unknown what the story will be about. Blade reboot, that's been in the works for ages. No, I don't think there'll be a Pacific Rim 3. I think that's what they're doing with this series now, to be fair. Pacific Rim The Black. I quite liked it. I quite liked it a lot, actually. I enjoyed it. It's a big fuck no from artists from me. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'll do a review of it. Miss H, late to the party, but just wanted to say your impromptu roundtable with those other YouTubers the other night was epic level. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't always get the chance to do streams with other people. But yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed it. Good just to have people drop on occasionally. Stopping by to show some love on my lunch break. Well, thank you so much, Alexander. Appreciate that. What's the highest I've spent on a PC build? I spent around €2,500 last year for a whole new PC, except speakers. I don't know. I think this one currently has cost me. Don't know. I reused RAM. I reused graphics cards and stuff. Reused hard drives. Got an NVMe card now, though. I need to get it to work. Got all new cooling and stuff, new motherboard, new processor. I'd say probably about $2,000. I think this has cost me currently. Because I got a new case for it as well. But I needed it because this is what I do, isn't it? And this thing was my old one was just falling apart. It was a piece of shit. So yeah, I don't know really. Yeah, I saw that Middle-earth anime movie. I don't think it's been mentioned. No, it hasn't. I was going to do a video on it. Again, this stupid fucking graphics card killed my day. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that yet. I don't know what to think about it. I think it could be great. If it's actual anime, I think it could be awesome. What do you think about Mark Hamill's Skeletor? I quite liked it. It's not the same as was Oppenheimer, isn't it? But I still really liked it. Are you into any anime shows? Yeah, I have been. Not at the moment. What was the last one I watched? Parasite. Parasite was good. Don't really count Castlevania as an anime. I don't know why. I just don't. Parasite was great. Berserk's fantastic. 1997's really good. The rest of it's garbage. Psychopaths is great. Both Full Metal Alchemists are fantastic. I recommend watching them back to back because the comparisons are fascinating. You can see where the story starts to diverge from one another. Yeah, I like anime. I'm a fan of anime, dude. Did you see the new Resident Evil Netflix series casting? Also, just wanted to support a bit more. Well, thank you so much. I haven't, but everyone keeps talking about it, so let me have a look. Resident Evil Netflix cast. What the fuck is this? What? Lance Reddick is Albert Wesker. What? Look, Lance Reddick's a great actor, but he's not fucking. He's not Wesker. He's not Wesker. What is going on? Why did they do that? Thoughts on Hancock and the lore of their powers? I don't really know about. I don't know much about the lore. To be fair, I can't even remember that movie anymore. I watched it. I don't remember much about it. Well, let's go back to this stupid fucking Resident Evil thing. What the fuck? So Lance Reddick is Albert Wesker. Ella Balinska, Tamara Smart. So there'll be two young daughters. There'll be what the fuck? This is a Variety article, and they're like, "Oh, Reddick will be the first actor of color to portray Albert Wesker in the long history of the franchise." Well, that's because, ladies and gents, I hate to break it to you, Variety, Albert Wesker is a white dude. You know, and that's not exactly fucking white privilege because, you know, it's made by Capcom. not exactly fucking, Western, is it? Fuck's sake. Look, Lance Reddick's great, but he's not Albert Wesker. What the fuck is this noise? What an absolute joke. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. The point is, right, that, like, look, no one can deny Lance Reddick's great. And would he be good as Albert Wesker? Yeah, like, of course he will. He'll kill it. But it's the thought process behind the casting that annoys me, because they literally sat down and went, we'll just cast anyone. Who cares? It's just like, well, fans care. What do you mean? Like, we care. Ah, so dumb. So dumb. Oh, never mind. Again, you just expected it. Of course. That should have been my response. Of course. Of course. Who cares? Of course. Of course. Oh, it's so dumb. It's just such a weird decision. No. Take that fucking stupid mask off in your avatar. There you go. How about I tell you what to do? Like, no. Toby Madicott became a member. Thank you so much. I agree, but better than one guy who looked like him in the franchise. And yeah, of course, with the casting choice, remember H Clan World. Yeah, again, I do. I come to expect it these days. I genuinely do. But it's just dumb. So I'd assume you'd heard that Tom Cruise was going to partner with SpaceX and shoot the first ever real scene in space. How can a movie studio afford the insurance for something like that? Crazy. Probably a sponsorship, actually, part from SpaceX, because it'd be like a joint thing. I don't like if they're partnering, it'd be joint costs, basically. I didn't hear that though. I didn't hear that at all. But that only he would do that. Like, fucking come to expect that. I think they're going to bait and switch us with He-Man. There was a rumor he gets sidelined. Now a toy leak of Skelly God. He has He-Man's sword on his buff, and he has He-Man's H on his chest. Again, people keep banging on about this. I'm not worried. I am not worried. I'm happy to wait and see how it goes. The thing is, you're not sidelining the character if the entire story is about finding them, right? Like, that's not sidelining the character, because they are still they are sort of sidelined to a degree, but you're not forgetting them. If they're the narrative drive behind it, if the execution is right and you're treating the character with respect, not treading them down, then that's not bad, because you'll be like, oh my god, we need to find He-Man. He's the only one that can do this. That's not putting them down, is it? That's literally going, well, we must find him. He's the only one that can do this. Where the fuck did he go? Like, I get it. I get the concern, but I'm happy just to wait, to be fair. Regarding Resident Evil, wasn't Leon also race swapped? Are you talking about for the movie? This is for the Netflix series, not the movie. Speed of Resident Evil, once you've beat Resident Evil 8, you can unlock the concept of the game. Really interesting side to the game. Loving the playthrough. Oh, good. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. What's this? Sorry, but Mr. H, is it not bait and switch when you advertise the show as being all about He-Man and he's not a big part of the story at all? Well, for starters, if people do seem to be forgetting it's a teaser trailer. We still have the trailer to release. So no, not yet. No, it's not. That wasn't the trailer. It was a teaser trailer. So no, I wouldn't say that that's a bait and switch at all. Now we'll wait for the actual trailer to drop, and then if the trailer, if the trailer drops, and then like it's He-Man's in every single shot, and then he's not in the series, then obviously that's bait and switch. But what people need to remember is that you can't the character being the driving force of the narrative doesn't mean they have to be. You can be respectful even if they're not actually there, right? You can. It's if they're downtrodden, like there's the difference. There is a difference. You can execute it in particular ways. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Is the new Spawn TV show going to be a continuation of the HBO Spawn series or no? No, I wouldn't imagine so. Good to see Paramount invited you out to watch their movie Nest Lionsgate. Knowing if it's bad, you make it clear. It shows me they have confidence. Did you like the first Hitman's Bodyguard? I haven't even watched it. That's the thing. I need to watch it. I need to make a decision if I'm going to go on Monday. If I am going to go on Monday, then I'll quickly watch it across the weekend. Maybe even on Monday, and then catch up. And then it's a pretty easy film to watch, isn't it? Really, it's just a comedy. So, but yeah, I get invited. I do get invites all the time. Like, I just don't really go and watch them. I get sent fucking trailers all the time as well. But I just don't watch them either. Can't be bothered. But you when you get your name down, like I get invited to Sundance as a accredited member of the press because I submitted, I applied, and then I had to make and submit a special review for consideration to be an accredited member of the press, and I get that every single year. I just don't always use it because there's not always good stuff to go and watch at Sundance, and it's whether it's worth my time or not. But I like getting invites to stuff like that. It's interesting. And if I was in London, I would make more of an event of it and I'd go and do it and stuff like that. But I don't live in London anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I just did a quick Google search of Martyrs and oh my lord. I'm so intrigued, but yeah, it might end my career. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? LM, yeah, I've seen the pictures of the Resident Evil cast and yeah, we literally just spoke about it. Rewind like 10 minutes and you'll see us talking about it. Crazy. I haven't managed to see Wrath of Man yet. I don't think it's out in the UK. Gets delayed quite a lot here. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it's very funny, and I'm open to Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson running around like dickheads. That's absolutely great. Happy, no worries with that. It'll be good fun. I just need to decide whether I am going to do Monday or not because it's such a pain in the ass. So I normally always drive into Morden, which is technically Surrey, but technically London because it's the end of the Northern Line, and then I hop on a tube into Leicester Square because that's where it all is. Leicester Square Cineworld is where they're doing this screening. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, mistake. Should I watch Infinite with Mark Wahlberg after this live stream? Was a half past? I haven't seen it yet. I have no idea. Mike likes tacos. Mr. H should redo the US Geico Gecko commercials as Mr. H. Mate, what are you doing? Are you effing retarded? I like it. Good. Yeah. Sign me up. Sign me up any day. Whatever. Dear, oh dear. Current WRC cars or Group B rally cars? I don't look at any current stuff. You're talking about the old Group B. Yeah, I think Group B. I can't remember what the Pulsar was. Was that Group A or Group B? I think that was Group A. What did it compete in? Was it WRC or not? Oh, it was WRC, wasn't it? I think. I do love them. I think they're so cool. Yeah, it's WRC, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I fucking love them. I can't wait to get mine on the road. It's gonna be such good fun driving it around. But it's completely shit the bed at the moment. Like, it's not good. Going to see Nobody tomorrow. Yes, you must. You will love it. It is such a good film. Such a good film. Such a good film. Late into the chat H, what are we discussing? Well, just talking nonsense at the moment. But yeah. Group B. Damn, that brings back memories. Makes me want a Lancia Delta Integrale. Yes, they're cool, man. They are very, very cool. Do I like the new Nissan 400Z? I do. I actually really, really do. It's grown on me a lot. I hated it when I first saw it. But I've looked at it more and more. I've seen more and more videos, more walk-arounds. And I'm like, it is epic. I really like it. Like, I really like it now. Genuinely, really, really like it. So yeah, I won't be getting it. I'll never be able to afford a new car. But yeah, I still think it's cool. How are we doing on the Pulsar, Chief? I'm absolutely jonesing for an update vid. There is no updates. Sadly. Yeah, I'm going to be releasing some videos next week, which will sort of explain some bits and pieces, but there's no updates. So I'm hoping next week I can get some more parts. I'm stuck on parts, basically. It's fucking... it's a pain in the ass. I'll give you a quick update. Basically, we try to install the drive shafts in the front, and to do that, obviously, I had to change the CV boots because they were old and gross and horrible, and that all seemed like it was fine, no issues. Where to put these new CV boots on, they don't fit. I'm like, fuck's sake. And so I can't find any CV boots. So I've been tracking down Nissan GTIR breakers, and I'm like, right, has anyone got any, front drive shafts with CV boots? One's got back to me and said he has, and they're relatively cheap, £150 for a pair. Quite cheap, to be fair. Happy to pay that. And I'm just waiting for him to send me some photos because I'm like, well, are the CV boots in good condition? Like, will I have to change them? Because obviously I don't want drive shafts otherwise. Like, I've got drive shafts, but with no CV boots. I don't want more drive shafts, but with shitty CV boots. What's the point in that? And yeah, so I'm just waiting, basically. So I haven't been making any videos. Nick hasn't been around. He's been busy. Nick has been doing lots of car stuff. In fact, some people even saw him at a car show. But he doesn't like to record. And because I'm busy with this channel, trying to keep this channel alive, which has been doing really well recently, and I'm really happy with it. I have not had a chance to record stuff. I made 2 videos this week, but they're just me. Like, there'll be a lot of videos where it's just me now. I still work. Nick will still be in them when he can, but I need to make more videos where it's just me. So just wait that, just be okay with it being just me, I guess, for a little bit, I guess. I know that'll piss a few people off, but sorry. There's an Nissan GTR 2020 at my buddy's apartment complex, and some guy keyed it, broke all the windshields. The whole thing is custom, going to cost him a lot. It's just scummy, man. I never understand that. There's two types of people, isn't there, in the world that see people with nice things and they see that as motivation. They go, I want that. You know, I want that. I want to work for that. And then there's other people that just get jealous and angry and hateful. And I never understand that reaction. I think it's a bone idle reaction. It's acknowledging that they just will never do it because they just don't have the willpower. And I think that's sad. I think that's a real I think that's sad. You know, like I see really nice houses and I'm like, fuck, I really want one. Like that is a goal right there, you know. I've got cars. Like I don't like GTR I couldn't care less about. I have the cars that I want. Houses, like fuck, I'd love a nice house. I just want to live in a really nice house. Doesn't even have to be that big, but I just want a really nice house where I can just call it mine. I can just do my own shit in my own house and just fuck about with it. This isn't my house. Like I rent this house, obviously. But yeah, two types of people, isn't there? It's just sad, man. It's just sad. Your Datsun truck is actually epic, dude. Thank you. It has just had its paint quote. Oh, scary. Very, very scary. So if people don't know, I have this Datsun pickup truck. And it's going in for major work this year, in a couple of weeks, actually. It's having the entire firewall cut out and a new one put in. It's having some other holes plugged up and some welding work to the bulkhead. So pretty major, substantial work. It's also having custom coilovers fabricated all round. And then it's going off to paint. And then it'll come back completely new. Completely restored, actually. It will be like, it looks great in this picture and it is in pretty good condition. But the paint is really, really thick and it's chipped off now because they didn't use a good enough primer. So it needs painting because otherwise it'll rust, and it needs painting where they do the firewall work. So I thought, right, well, I'll just change the color. And I've had my paint quote and I almost shit myself. So that was good. But I'm glad you like the truck, Pranith. I do like that truck. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. It'll be completely different soon. I subbed your channel after you debunked the first round of Doomcock rumors regarding the Batman production. I enjoy your content. Cheers, dude. Thank you so much. Critical Libertarian. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. That's really kind of you, dude. White truck. What are you, racist? Yeah. Jesus. I want to have a house so I can have a bigger photo studio. Damn it. David. Good. I don't even know what I don't even know what I do with a house. Like, I've got like okay room where I am now. It's not enough though. Like I it's not a massive house that I live in. And it's actually a very, very small house that I live in, but they're so expensive. Byron Dunbar, Holistic Python says if you live in the UK, put a deposit of say 10 grand on a house and the mortgage is way cheaper than renting. You can't. 10 grand as a deposit won't cut it. Depending where you live. If you live up north, it will. Down here, fuck no. Try 40 or 50 grand as a deposit. 10 grand, you wouldn't be able to get a mortgage down where I live. You wouldn't be able to get one at all. God damn. If you had the money mistakes, would you ever consider building your own home? I would. I wouldn't build a log cabin. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I like. I know it when I see it. But yeah, I would build one, but that's too expensive as well, to be fair. Mr. H isn't racist. He has a white truck, but 2 black cars and all Japanese. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. True. And one was in Thailand, so let's be honest. There was probably some ladyboys in it as well at one point. So that's proper inclusive. All right. Too funny. Too funny. It's sad I saved for 4 years for my Ducati Panigale V4 and some prick kicked it over. Ah, oh, fuck's sake. That's bad, man. That is bad. People liking that then. That's funny. I always wondered where the smell in the pulsar came from. No, that didn't come from Thailand. The truck came from Thailand. I had it imported. Critical Libertarian. About the DC drama, no one mentioned how Gina Carano being in talks to come back to Disney was rubbish. Why would she after how she was treated? Yeah, well, I said that was rubbish. I did a live stream on that. I said that was nonsense. I literally said it was nonsense. I said it was complete balls. Yeah, I'm forever just going, nah. So the thing is, like, I sit quiet on a lot of these things until I keep getting questions about it. And I'm like, I'm not going to reply to everyone. I might as well just do a video on it. Because if there's enough people asking questions, there's enough people believing it or enough people starting to believe it. And then at that point, I want to jump in and go, hey, guys, here's my 2 cents. There's my opinion. There you go. So, yeah. What vehicle would you import if you could? The only other car that I want now is a Datsun 510. I love Datsun 510s. I think they're beautiful. I'd own one in a heartbeat. This is a Datsun 510. I just think they're incredible. Just classic, stylish. They have everything that I want. I just think they're beautiful cars. You know, I just think they are a beautiful, beautiful car. What color are you going to paint your truck? The question isn't too personal. That's you gotta watch my car channel for that reveal, my dude. You have to watch Car Nonsense. I have a whole channel on my cars. So yeah, like I understand not everyone's into cars. I get that. But I have a whole car channel on stuff like that. So yeah. Members, you will now see in the community tab and been posted to you that you have a members only stream starting in 7 minutes time. So you can head on over there soon. That will start at 11. That is the members only stream for this week that we will be doing. It's something which I do for members. We can just kind of sit and chit chat a little bit after these streams. So yeah. But why? It's so square. The Datsun 510 is absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful car. It's timeless. That's a classic. So is my truck. My truck is very square. I love it. What's wrong with it? This is very square. But the only car that isn't square is my Z, my 370Z there on the right. I like a square car. Square cars are cool. Archer 98 became a member. Thank you so much. You said you make indie movies. No, I have made 2-3 short films. I don't make them anymore. I will not make any more films. Did I write the script? Yes, I did. I wrote everything. All of it was my own work. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end this stream. and just go quickly have a drink before I start the members only stream. I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday's not a definite at the moment because I might go to London to watch this this press screening of this film. Thank you all so much, though, guys. If you if you want to become a member, you want to join in on the stream, you can for as little as 99p. You can donate more, obviously, but 99p is the lowest I could set it to. And if you want to join in on these other things and the other benefits that you get with being a member, like weekly playthroughs and stuff like that, please do. Help support the channel a lot. But thank you so much, guys. Really enjoyed this. So I will see all members over on that stream. You can find it now. It's in the members tab, the community tab and stuff like that. So